Hello, my hospice family. Hi. How we doing today? Welcome to Dunce Hospice. My name is Nurse Dunce Stedler. Okay. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I need at least 20 of us. Okay. I need at least 20 of us on this live with me. Okay. We are going to talk about what qualifies somebody to be under hospice care. Okay. I am just getting everything set up for us as YouTube gather my wonderful hospice families. Okay. Let me see who's going to be my first friend today. My first caregivers. As always, when you come in, my beautiful hospice family, when you come in, be sure to like the video, okay, and also subscribe if you have not already done so, okay. Definitely do that, okay. Come on in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? I know that it's getting cold outside, right? It's getting really cold and chilly outside. So, but it's all good. It is all good. I'm putting in the title. Okay, the title of today's video will be Who Qualifies, for hospice care. All right. Who qualifies for hospice care? Come on in, come on in. Okay. So who qualifies under hospice care? Hi, I see I have two friends so far. Good afternoon. Welcome to Dunce Hospice. My name is Nurse Dunce Stedler. Okay, I am a hospice RN. This channel is devoted. It is devoted to hospice end-of-life care. Hello, my hospice family. Hi. Please give me a like as you come in. As you come and give me a like. Let me know your names. Hi, good. Let me know your names. Okay, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. We are going to talk about end-of-life care. Hello, pal 555. How you doing this afternoon? Let me know what you are up to in this cold weather. Thank you for being here with me today. My hospice family, yes, we are going to talk about what qualifies, okay? What would qualify somebody to be under hospice care? If you're ever curious about end-of-life care, about hospice care, this channel is for you. And please give me a like as you come in, okay? That encourages me. Oh, you're from the UK. Yes, yes. That is so nice. I have not been to the UK, but I would love to go and visit one of these days. So yes, my hospice family, the number one thing that qualifies somebody to be under hospice care is that your doctor, okay, your physician has to say that you have 6 months or less to live. Okay, so hospice care means that when somebody to qualify under hospice care, it's actually your physician. Your physician says that they have exhausted everything that they can do. And now the best thing to do is to go home and be comfortable. You see? So the number one criteria. So if you ever wonder, if you ever, say to yourself, geez, I wonder what qualifies somebody to be under hospice care. If you are a caregiver, or if you know somebody with a terminal illness, if you are taking care of a terminal illness person, or if you know a friend or a neighbor or family with a terminal illness, all right, and then you are thinking about putting them under hospice care, or maybe that they are under hospice care. The reason why they are under hospice, okay, under end of life care, is because the doctors say that the person 6 months or less. That is the number one criteria. All right. Okay, guys, does that make sense? Do you have any questions? Does that make sense? Let me know, guys. Comment. Let me know if you know somebody who's under hospice care. Let me know your thoughts, okay? Let me know if you've ever taken care of somebody who is dying. This channel right here, I am a hospice registered nurse, and this channel right here, it is dedicated to when somebody is dying, okay? It is dedicated to terminal illnesses and how to keep our loved ones comfortable. Because as I've mentioned before, so many of us, we do not know how to take care of somebody when they are at end of life care. We are trained, we are taught to take care of somebody so that they can get better. But what happens? What happens when the doctors say that there's no cure for, your illnesses? Hi guys, hi Razors, hi Kim, good afternoon. Please subscribe, okay, subscribe and like the video, okay? It really will encourage me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jad. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. I try to look presentable for you, my hospice family. All right. So that being said, okay, besides the doctor, the second thing that qualifies us to be under hospice care, okay, it is usually if somebody has been in the hospital often, okay, frequent hospital visits. So when the hospice nurse comes to your house, all right, so first of all, the hospice agency will get notification, all right, that Mrs. Smith should be under hospice care. All right, so when you get that notification, a hospice nurse will come into your house. Okay, Kim, I am in the USA, okay? I'm in the United States of America. Where are you? Where you at, Kim? All right. And so thank you for coming, guys. Thank you for joining me and being here with me. Okay, please subscribe if you have not done so, and like the video. Okay, please. All right, so then when the hospice nurse comes to your house, she's going to ask your family, okay? If you're the caregiver, she's going to be asking you some questions. She's going to be asking you, okay, how many times within the last 6 months have your mom gone to the hospital? How many times within the last 6 months have your dad gone to the hospital? You see? And so if the person has been at the hospital several times, that is another reason, okay, that will qualify you to be under hospice care. You see, that is another, like check mark of, somebody that could be under hospice care. You see? And the other thing also is if somebody is losing weight, weight loss is huge, okay? Weight loss is really big, my hospice family. If your mom, your dad, okay, if they have stopped eating, all right, if the person has stopped eating, that is a big indication that, they are close to end of life. And thank you for the like. Thank you so much. And usually the doctor looks for weight loss of 10% or more within the last, I would say, 3 months. Okay. So if your family members, if your mom, your dad, your wife, your husband, whoever you are taking care of, if they have lost 10% of their weight, then that definitely would qualify them for hospice care. You see? So my hospice family, do you guys have any questions? Are there any one of you here who's watching who is a, life care, who is a caregiver, who's taking care of somebody who's at end of life? Let me know, guys. Let me know, let me know, let me know. But yes, so that is another criteria. And I'm looking at my notes so that I can make sure that, I tell you guys everything that would qualify somebody to be under hospice care. Okay. So I talked about the doctors say that you need to be under hospice care. I talk about, how frequent hospitalization is another thing to be under hospice. Hey, Scarlett. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Scarlett? Please give me a like, share, subscribe if you have not already done so. Hi. Hello, hello. Hello, my hospice caregivers. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions about end-of-life care. Please use me. I am at your service, okay? I am at your service. If you have any questions about, hospice or anything like that, I am at your service. Please, please, please use me. But yes, guys, so definitely. It's your birthday tomorrow, Scarlett. Oh, happy birthday. You guys, please say happy birthday to Scarlett. How old are you going to be? Let me know how old you will turn. Or should I say how young you're going to turn, depending on our age, right? Depending on our age. You guys, I'm putting a link in there. I'm putting a link in the description bar, okay? Please go and sign up to be part of my mailing list. Okay, I would love it, love it, love it, okay, for you guys to be part of my mailing list. And please like this video, okay? Like it and subscribe. Okay, let's see. It's my okay. Pal says, is it expensive in USA for hospice care? Does your insurance cover? Oh, very good question, Pal. Very good question. It is not expensive in the US to be under hospice care. It's actually free. It is 100% free, and it is covered by Medicare, Medicaid. Okay, Medicare and Medicaid is definitely what covers hospice care, all right, in the USA. All right, so it is free. It is not expensive. What about you, pal? Where you are, is it expensive there? Let's see. In the UK, pal, like, do you guys have to pay for it? Do you guys have to pay for hospice care in the UK? Or do you even have hospice care in the UK? Let me know, because I am really interested. Oh, it is free also. Yay! All right, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's also free. Okay, guys. I'm actually looking at my notes as I talk to you, so that's why I'm looking this way. Let's see. Hey, Tariq. How you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon from New York. New York in the house. New York in the house. Yeah, so these are the criteria. Okay, these are some of the criterias. Oh, there is a hospice close to my house, end of care. Oh, that's nice. Pal, do you know of anybody under hospice care, or have you taken care of somebody who's dying? Let me know. Let me know if you've had a family member of yours who had to be under hospice care, or if you yourself had to take care, like, I'm not sure how old you are, but if you had to take care of your elderly parents, or somebody under hospice care. Let me know, guys. Hi, Mama Katu. Oh, hello. Yes, guys, so I put a link. Okay, please go ahead and be part of my mailing list, because I would love to stay connected. Okay, so Pal says, my mom passed away in June. Oh, I took care of her for 8 years. She had a stroke and COPD. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that, Pal. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I am so glad that she had you. She had you as a child, that she could depend on. I'm sure you gave her the best care ever. Oh, that's good. She's definitely in heaven. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So the other thing that I want to talk about, okay, to qualify under hospice care, it's also wounds, especially for our patients with dementia, with Alzheimer's disease, okay? Most often when somebody, is at end of life, they are not able to walk. They are not able to get out of bed, you see. So they are what we call bed bound. Okay, so if somebody is bed bound, all right, most often their skin is not the best, you see. So when we don't have good skin, our skin starts to break down, you see. And not only because we are laying down, but most often the person is not eating well. They are not getting the right nutrition. Okay, they are not getting the right vitamins, the right, supplements, and they're not able to eat. So two things. So when we lay down in bed all day long and we're not able to move around, and also when we are not eating an adequate meal, that causes our skin to break down. So if the patient, okay, if the person you are taking care of starts to have a lot of wounds on their buttocks, their shoulder, their ankle, things like that, please call your local hospice, okay? We could definitely help you. Guys, make sure you are liking the video to support me, please, please, and also subscribe. I want to grow this channel. I want to grow this channel. This channel is for caregivers like Pal, where we could come, share, and express, okay? Now, Pal, was your mom under hospice care? Was it like a sudden pass? If you don't mind sharing, let me know. I know that you took care of her for 8 years, but during the last, few months, was she enrolled under hospice? Let me know. I would like to know if you've had experience. So anybody watching this video, if you've had experience with hospice care, please, please share. Yeah, so that's another criteria, guys, okay? It's if your loved one's skin starts to break down, okay? If, they are bed bound, they cannot get out of bed, and as a result their skin starts to break down, okay? So these are some of the criterias, and if you're getting in late, please go back and watch the video, okay, to know what we had talked about. And the other major criteria, okay, the other major criteria that would qualify somebody under hospice care, because as a nurse myself, okay, I've been a hospice nurse since 2012. Many people have asked me, okay, many people have asked, what qualifies under hospice care? How do I know? How do I know when to call hospice? You see, how do I know, when my mom or my dad or my spouse, like, how do I know when it's a good time to call hospice? So that's what this video is about, okay? This video will teach us, will let us know when to call hospice. And the other major time, it's pain. Okay, my beautiful people, my beautiful hospice people, it's pain. When your loved one is suffering, when your loved one is under a lot of pain to the point where it requires opioid. You see, when the pain is not relieved by regular Tylenol, when your loved one's pain is not relieved by, regular, painkillers, it is definitely best to call hospice, because nowadays, guys, and as you know, the doctors are scared to prescribe opioid. You see, Pal says that morphine. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned the word morphine, Pal, because I've made several videos about morphine. You said morphine is used a lot in the UK for pain. Yes, and morphine is also used a lot under hospice care. It's actually the drug of choice. So nowadays, especially in the USA, and I'm not sure how it is in the UK, but in the USA, doctors are reluctant. They don't want to prescribe painkillers no more because so many people are addicted to painkillers. You see, things like oxycodone, things like Percocet, all right? I'm sure that you guys know, methadone, like all these painkillers, all these opioids, you know, the doctors do not want to use them anymore. So therefore, when you sign your loved ones under hospice care, we at hospice, we have our own physician, we have our own doctor, and he or she can definitely, you know, can definitely prescribe you morphine, can prescribe you oxycodone. You see? So these meds, your regular doctor, okay, your mom's doctor, your dad's doctor, okay, they will most likely not want to, prescribe them. But if your loved one is under hospice care, they will have no problem getting these medications because hospice is for comfort. So Pal says, and end of care with a pump. Yes, yes, we definitely can use a pump. Okay, yes, we have used pumps at home. Okay, it helps the patient to control their pain better. You know, it's like self administered. So every time you feel the pain, the patient can press the pump, or you as the caregiver, you can press the pump to give them like a bolus, and the pump is continuous. So the pump means that you will have a continuous flow of pain medication in your system. Absolutely. And that is great. Like I said, my hospice family, hospice is all about comfort. Okay? Hospice is about comfort. We are not here, you know, we are not here to we are not here to speed up the process at all. We are not here to speed up the process. We are here, my hospice family. Listen up, please. We as hospice nurses, we as hospice doctors, we as hospice professionals, we are here to make sure that we keep you comfortable at the end of life. That's what we are here to do. We manage symptoms. We are symptom managers. You guys, please give me a like as you come in, okay? Give me a like, share this video, subscribe, okay? Stay connected and hit the notification bell. Pal, please hit the notification bell so that you'll know each time I'm going live, all right? Because I'm trying to go live daily. If not daily, then at least every other day, okay? So please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, done? Yeah, I have a supporter all the way from UK. God is good. God is so good. But yes, we are here to manage your symptoms, all right? That's what hospice does. That's what hospice care is. Hospice care is here to manage your symptoms. What are the symptoms, you ask? Well, things like, pain, things like difficulty breathing. You see, we have a lot of our patients who have COPD, just like you mentioned, Pal. They have COPD, they have lung cancer, they have emphysema, okay? Any kind of lung diseases, all right? That's going to make it hard for you to breathe. And so therefore, the hospice nurse can order oxygen, all right? The hospice nurse can also, with the doctor, of course, we collaborate together. You will be able to get morphine. Morphine does two things. Morphine helps you with pain, And it also helps your loved ones with difficulty breathing. It opens up your airway so that the, oxygen, so that the, oxygen can flow in a lot better. Not only does morphine opens up your airway, it also calms down your breathing pattern. It relaxes those muscles so that we can breathe better. Okay? And so, yes, so, the hospice staff will help you with your symptoms like pain, difficulty breathing, anxiety. Anxiety, if somebody is anxious, all right? If somebody is, like for example, a lot of our patients with dementia, with Alzheimer's, they get really anxious, especially at nighttime. There's a thing called sundown at night, especially nowadays, now that we are like in the fall, like summer, in the winter time, it gets dark, like around 5, 6 o'clock, it's already dark. So it gets dark really early. So sundowning is when our patients with dementia, they get really anxious when it starts to get dark outside. And so, the hospice nurse can definitely come in and help your loved ones, help you to know some strategies, some methods, some medications, okay, a good teaching to help you and to help your loved ones to stay nice and relaxed and comfortable and safe at home. Pal, you say it must be a very rewarding job. Oh, helping people, but sad when you see people pass away. Yes, absolutely. 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 You got it. It's definitely rewarding, but yet very sad, because knowing that when I walk into the home, okay, when I walk into the home, that person will not be with us in a few months, you see. But the thing that I do, pal, that really helps me out, and also I encourage anybody out there who's a caregiver or who's a nurse, what works for me is that I focus on the positivity of it all. I focus on the goodness that I'm doing, okay? I focus on the good part more than the bad part. So I said to myself that, I am here to make, let's say it's Mr. Smith. I am here to make Mr. Smith a few months on earth as pleasurable, you see, as comfortable as possible. And I focus on that. And I said to myself, I am here to make, his son, his daughter, their life much easier. I am here to release their stress. Okay, I am here to teach them so that, Mr. Smith, so that their dad, their mom, their loved ones can pass in a respectable, dignifying way where they are not suffering. Okay, so I try to focus on the goodness of, being a nurse, because, so many people die alone. They die, in pain, in suffering, at a, cold, in a hospital, So that's another great thing about hospice too. You get to die at home. So rather, rather go into the hospital in like a cold room, surrounded by, a bunch of strangers, you get to basically, say how you want to live the last few months of your life. You see, you get to have control over, how the end looks like. And that is a great thing to be part of. Okay. And Pal, you said, does your job affect you sometimes with young children? Good question. Actually, I specialize in adult. Okay, I don't take care of young children. Like young children for me, that is, we have young children under hospice care. We definitely have PD. Okay, so we do have PD, like PD pals, like under hospice. But I deal with adult. Okay, but yeah, like the children, dealing with children under hospice care, definitely it is a lot more emotional, because these little kids, they haven't had a chance to live anything, to live life at all, so definitely it is much more challenging, I would say, to deal with children. But my experience, my specialty is with especially the adults geriatric. A little information about me. I was born in Haiti, okay, and I came to the US when I was 9 years old, and I was raised by my grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother and her friends, and so therefore I feel very comfortable around the geriatric population. I feel very comfortable and at ease with the elderly population. Okay, I love the elderly. It's like I love to be like around them. I love to listen to their lifetime stories. Okay, so my specialty is with elderly care. I love them, love them, love them, because that's who I grew up with. I grew up with a bunch of elderly ladies such as my grandma. But yes, so my hospice family, for those of you who's watching, let me know if you have any questions. I'm actually about to go. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being with me this afternoon, for sharing your time with me, your precious time. All right, if you have not done so already, please subscribe. Okay, like the video, hit the notification bell so you'll know each time I go live. And please bring your stories, bring your questions. So like I said, these are the reasons why. Okay, so we talked about what qualifies somebody to be under hospice care. Your grandmother has, oh, thank you, pal, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And your mom has done a great job too, okay, raising you. You are a good soul. I could definitely tell that you are a good soul. But yes, guys, so these are the things that qualifies somebody to be under hospice care. Okay. Hey Veronica, my name is Nurse Dunstedler. I am a hospice RN. Okay, this channel talks about end of life care. It talks about death and dying and how to keep your loved ones comfortable when the doctors say that they're diagnosed, that they have a terminal illness, that there's no cure. All right, and the best thing to do is stay home and be comfortable. So I teach caregivers how to keep their loved ones comfortable at the end of life. When somebody is dying, I teach people how to make their lives comfortable so that they're not in pain, they're not suffering, so that we can come together and come up with a plan, okay, to keep them comfortable. All right, Veronica, so please subscribe, like the video, stay with me, okay, if you are interested in hospice care, because all of us, think about it, guys, all of us at some point in our lives, whether we want to or not, are going to end up being the caregiver. Okay, being a caregiver, like taking care, just like Pal, taking care of your mom who's dying, like who's elderly. Okay, taking care of your dad who's elderly. Like for example, me myself, my father right now is under hospice care, guys. Yes, my father, he is under hospice care. All right, so all of us at some point in our lives, we are either going to be a caregiver, where we are going to be taking care of somebody that we love, or we are going to be a patient. You see, so this channel is very important. This channel touches real life. It's about real life. It's about, good evening, Al. Okay, see you next time. All right, thank you. You too. Thank you for being here with me and keeping me company. I appreciate you. God bless. All right, come back now. So this channel, it's about real life situations. It's about the things that people like you and I are dealing with wherever we are, like whether we are in the UK, like my new friend Pal, or whether we are in Africa or in the USA, like me, or in China, in Asia, in Korea, wherever we are going to be facing these tough situations. All right, Veronica, mwah. See you next time, okay? Hit the notification bell so that you know next time I go live, all right? And you could join me, all right? But yes, my hospice family, that's what I had to say. I actually have to go too, okay? I have to go myself. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys today. Absolute pleasure, all right? So let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts if you have any questions for me that has to do with end of life care, that has to do with hospice, okay? Make sure you come back, all right? My name is Nurse Dunstedler. I'm a real hospice RN of over 10 years, and this is my specialty, okay? So take care of yourself and each other. Until next time, see ya.